Good morning, team. Chief here. Auntie Mo has just rocketed into the building. She's oh man, I really got that wrong with the old camera. Like the banner's covering my head. Oh, that's a bit better. I probably should get Auntie Mo to do this a little bit more. But she's just rocked into the building, and the traffic just sucks at the moment, so she's running a wee bit late. But make sure you go have your coffee. We've got a few things to get through today. Let me know if you're on and if you're watching. I've got something I want to quickly get off my chest in terms of I've just read this. So for those that follow the NFL, I've just seen that 3 coaches got fined $100,000 each for not wearing a mask on the sideline, and the teams just got fined $250,000 US each for allowing that to happen. Seiko, chap. So over $1 million in fines were issued out to 3 people for not wearing a mask. That's just blowing my mind first thing in the morning on a Wednesday. It's $1 million US. I would imagine it's probably roughly about 1.7 million Kiwi. So if you can imagine 3 NRL teams getting fined $1.7 million for not wearing a mask, some pretty heavy-handed fines early in on your Wednesday morning. So that's pretty nuts. So that kind of blew my mind first thing this morning.
We're here.
We're here.
Living life on the edge. Morning, team. I've just started through so much traffic, scooted through, go-kart. I was stuck at Albany, and then I was like, oh, it was all backed up. And then I took the risk and then turned right down to Massey. Then I had to do a U at Massey and then come all the way back up to come back up down Bush Road because Albany was busy as well. So, but I got here with my coffee.
Yeah.
Not the computer though, because I was like,
yeah,
I'm living life on the edge. How are we feeling this hump day? Got the coffee, living life on the edge like me.
Yep.
Running late.
Yeah. We've had a really good morning here. We've had some fun and games.
Yeah.
We had a really good 7 a.m. class.
Nice.
We had a 3 in here. And we kind of changed the workout up. They wanted to make it harder. Didn't think it was hard enough.
Nice.
Where did we go?
Where did we go?
Oh, it's the battery dead.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good one this morning.
We are winning.
We are absolutely winning this morning.
Absolutely
winning this morning. Camera goes flat. Auntie Mo rocks up late. But do you know what? I still got my coffee though. Still got the cough. It's a bit hot.
Broken.
Oh, good work to us this morning. Hey, we just got to laugh at that, eh?
Yeah.
We got to laugh at that. Today
Did you do your buckets again yesterday?
Yes.
Oh.
But it took me longer. So shout out to everyone that found a hoop yesterday. How was Swish Factory yesterday?
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah.
And hey, $20. It's $20 for an hour off peak. So I think it's between 10 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. It's only $20 for an hour.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was down there for an hour.
Yeah, that's me.
But man, I was so bad. Like I was like, he goes, oh, have you been learning? I was like, yeah, man. He goes, remember the arc and this? I was like, yeah, sweet. So I did the first 5. I'm broke. He goes, yeah, man, you got it. As soon as he went away, I think I did 20 misses.
Oh,
I was like, bro,
it's always like that, eh?
Gave me the commentator's curse, homie.
Yeah, it definitely is. But that's pretty good for $20 for like an unlimited.
Yeah.
And it's a mean setup too. If you haven't been, I recommend taking if you've got kids that are into basketball for the school holidays.
100%.
Yeah. And it pops it out to you, eh? It's like how you go to like the driving range or the baseball where you hit them. Yeah. But it's like a basketball and you just shoot.
So cool.
Yeah. I might actually go do mine up there today.
Yeah, it's dope. I think Ben Podori's going up there today.
Yeah.
Great setup. Dude's really nice as well. I keep looking over there because I'm so used to looking over there.
Yeah.
Dude's real nice and sick environment. And it's just I can't believe how long it took me.
Were you tired?
Yeah, my arm got real sore. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And so I actually had to change the speed tempo of the ball coming out to about 8 seconds.
Yeah.
So I shoot and then I could have a breather and then get it. And then I was like, but it was cool little warm up.
Yeah,
good time to spend for an hour.
Another mate did 100 hoops yesterday. And I just thought it was cool. So I recorded mine yesterday and it was funny listening to me get frustrated. Hearing myself get frustrated back about like I kept missing like 10 missed shots. And I'm just like, ha!
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
get it in.
Why aren't you going in?
Yeah, how hard could this be? Really? No, but so again, and then it just brought me back down to earth and made me realize this is only a ball that we're trying to get into a hoop. And at the end of it, endorphins were pumping. It was good to get some fresh air. The sun was setting. The music was pumping. It was a vibe. So I challenge you all again today. If you've got time, if you've got a park, even find someone. Get the kids to do it with you. You all get a shot it together. I don't know, mix it up. There's courts everywhere. If you don't have access to a ball, find something else to stay active, to keep moving for Mental Health Awareness Week.
100%.
And I think it's definitely a cope-up that I am passionate about talking about, because so many people struggle.
Yeah.
So that's just my mahi out to everyone. If you just keep moving today, that's just what it is. You just got to get through it. Relatable to workouts, relatable to the current climate. Bro, did you watch the debate last night?
I didn't even know it was on.
Neither did I.
But Channel was filling. Channel and Pars were filling me in this morning, and then I just was downstairs and I saw the paper's headlines. So I understand that that it got pretty heated. Yeah,
it was very uncomfortable. It was super uncomfortable. Like, to do that, I take my hat off that they can do that, and just the uncomfortable conversations, really. And I was too busy making filters with their faces that, I wonder what the behind the scenes of what it actually is actually like.
I wonder if they talk afterwards,
hell no.
After, it's nice one, Jacinda.
Yeah. Good debate.
Yeah, good. I'll see you tomorrow down at the government.
Was there any highlights for the debate? You can obviously let us know. Let us in the comments. Paz, what are your thoughts? Without a biased political,
Hoot nanny.
Yeah.
It was real interesting. I was actually surprised that Channel was really into it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I saw that it was on TVNZ. And then JC, who's that?
Jacinda, is it Jacinda?
Is it? What are we doing, Siddha?
JC.
She was the one that also put in the group chat that it was a good debate. And these things, I'm just don't rev me up, but they should, because I should pay attention to them. But I think because they were having uncomfortable conversations, it was even John Campbell. I was there for John Campbell, really.
Yeah, apparently he was the star of the show.
Yeah, he handled them. Judith Collins.
I understand from what people have told me that she came out as the better person from the debate.
Straight up, she needs to go see Lucy and get her eyebrows fixed. Straight up. I'm if there's anything that she could do to make herself not look like Chucky. That's the part that gets me, is I think because she doesn't look the part, and I can look at Jacinda quite happily.
Yeah, I just
politics.
I just don't know enough about them to make a decision. But from what I understand, Judith Collins, she was able to turn Jacinda Ardern's words and their policies against her, which with that life of a politician, right?
Yeah, I'm you're just good with your words. Woohoo! Can we have a competition for that, where it doesn't involve actual real people's problems or real people's lives? That's what I think it is. I've got a message quilter, because I know he was the one that also, I think it was when we went up to Bethel's that one drive with him, Paz, and Jamie. And I think when he was talking about politics, and he was the only one that made me really understand the inside of it. But I haven't looked any further than what that conversation that we had. You know what I mean? But Chuck's not happy about either option. See, if we were kids in a playground, would you just pick it by color?
You know what? If I didn't know them, I'd probably base it on looks.
And see, that's why JC needs to get her brows done.
I'd probably base it on looks. That was, it was from what I'm passionate about, which is health and fitness. The person that looks the fittest, because that person's going to get me through a war.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. So
that's exactly what you will do, right?
Yeah. So that's what I would probably think.
Any other discussions besides the politics stuff?
We thank you very much for all of those that have entered, have gone on to the battle tested. We had some more sign on for the intermediates last night. Sorry if I didn't get back to you earlier. My laptop died yesterday, so because old numpty to his and bring his charger. So, and then realised that the charger downstairs can actually do this as well.
Yeah.
Until very late in the afternoon. So I have replied to those early this morning. We've been very blessed with all you guys' responses so far, so thank you. There's still some spots available in the RX and intermediates. They're about half full at the moment, so there's still some time to get in there. We've got one more day of the early birds. It goes up at 5 o'clock today, so make sure that you get involved in that.
Mate.
But yeah, it's awesome. We've just worked with Mr. Simon Hill on our lane placards that you guys will all be getting. And that's, I think I shouldn't have said that actually.
I don't think you should have either.
But yeah, there you go. Numpty, eh? It was just in my, he just popped in my head. Anyway.
It's because you were like ticking off the list, like, got that sorted.
Got that sorted.
Nah, that's me.
Done that. And then the only other thing is, we will be putting up a post today for the Asthma Foundation for New Zealand.
Nice.
They are doing a 700-kilometre row. So if you are doing a row at all, what you need to do is take a photo of your screen at the end of your whatever row you did, tag them, and then they will take whatever meters you've done, even if it's 500 meters, and they'll tag that off their list.
That's gangster. Yeah, definitely put a post about that so we can reshare that and get amongst that. So how many spots do you know how many spots are left?
6 or 12 all up. 12 all up. So 6 and 6.
And 6 in intermediate and 6 in
RX. What's that? And there's some funny names.
Of the team names?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah. So I just had a look before. I was like, yep. The funniest one is Jamantha. Jan Mantha. Which is Jan and Samantha together. Jan Mantha.
That is good. That is good.
Yeah, that was Amber's little concoction. So that's probably the funniest name I've heard. Yamantha.
They sound like a family in like Zim.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Because when I saw it, I was like, Sammy's like busting out a Zim name, but that's Jan and Samantha together.
Pa's just coming in with the heat this morning.
He's pretty fired
One
up.
has like a face like a horse, and the other one has a face like a bulldog.
Yeah.
Well, who's cuter if we're gonna pick the animals? No, we're not picking colors. We're going to pick animals.
I like bulldogs better than horses.
Yeah.
Actually, he was really on. He's had some interesting things on Paz. He was telling us today. Paz, I might get this wrong. That 3 year 9s and a year 12 got busted doing vaping in the schools.
Oh.
But what he did is that he separated them all. Sorry, he separated them all. Got them all to tell stories, and he brought them all together. It's like, look, guys, you all told me different fucking stories. So, what's the deal?
Yeah.
And it turned out that they were all vaping, and the older guy was probably dealing stuff that he shouldn't have been dealing. So, yeah.
Wow.
Interesting. And that's schools, man. Like, I can't imagine being a school teacher. I don't know how he does it.
That's just.
I would have lost my mind by now.
Wow.
Yeah. Good old LBC.
Wow.
To be honest, it's probably happening in all the schools.
Yeah. But
Did you ever
I feel
smoke at
sorry.
school?
No. I used to ask anyone. I used to look at the smokers group and be like, ooh. If I say ooh to you, that's like probably one of the highest insults that I could give. Like, and when you get the face with it too, like, ooh. It's like, no, that was me in school. And then, never smoked in school. And then it wasn't until, when we were talking about smoking a couple of weeks ago, it wasn't until in social events. And when I moved to Aussie, it was like a real thing. So then we would only smoke when we drank. And then that's when it came into it. And then even when I would see people that I would look at and they would see me smoking, they'd be like, and I'd be like, yeah, I know. I remember giving you that look, but this is different. But I can't believe that, but I can, because if you look at the current climate of what any kid in school that has to go through at this time with what 2020 has brought for them, I don't blame them at the same time, but I'm like, how do we all help Paslow navigate that properly? Because that's just so hard, and that's what Jacinda and that should be talking about, because, again.
Not a smoker, I just saw that video.
Yeah, Sitter, you know it. Even, so that I was like, it just didn't appeal to me, because I think I grew up with smokers in my household.
Yeah, right.
It was already mum and dad and you did it, so I was like, ooh.
See, I started smoking because when I worked at the bakery, all the bakers smoked, and then all the guys that were 19, 20 university were smokers.
Yeah.
And they were the ones that always buy me alcohol, because I was obviously too young to buy alcohol, but they could buy me alcohol. And so I'd be like, and they became the people that I would look up to because I spent all weekend with them, and they would tell me these fantastical stories about getting on the piss and doing all these really amazing things, and you're kind of like, oh, I want to be like them. And then I used to sneaky past, like, this is really bad, and I'm sure they don't do this anymore. But say if this is the cigarette, right? And then what we would do is, if you guys can see here, there's like a little shelf just here. All right, so imagine that's a shelf in a bench that we're cooking on, and we'd be smoking in the back of the bakery, and then we would put the cigarette there, right? On the bench they're burning. We would do some stuff, and then we'd pick it up, put some ash on the floor, and keep smoking. That's what we would do.
Wow.
This is the 90s, and then so when they would go away, I'd sneak it, and I'd bump up because I didn't know what I was doing, so I would do that, and then as a result, I got better and better at it. And then I remember one day when I actually inhaled it, and I got like a head rush. And I was like, this is awesome. So I basically took the cigarette, went outside and just smoked it as fast as I could. Got such a head rush, I power chucked everywhere. And then and then after that, I was like, I'm a smoker.
Yeah.
And that's how I started smoking. And I smoked until I was 22.
Wow. Yeah, see, even that, like how you even got into it, that blows my mind. And that's why I think because there wasn't an influence like that around me. That's why I reckon I was like, okay, this is a social, I'm going to outgrow this. This is just a phase. And that's why I reckon I could have I stopped just like that. Yeah. Like I never craved it, or I never was like, I need a ciggy. But yeah, random. And now kids are vaping. So we need to sort this out.
Yeah. And that's where we used to smoke drugs as well. We used to do it in the freezer.
Wow.
Yeah, we would get real high in the freezer, and then we'd open it up, and it's really hot in the bakery. So you get that kind of like that environmental blast at the same time. Yeah.
The things we did, eh?
Yeah, the bakers, I mean, they were really nice guys, but they should never have opened the bakery. the hygiene standards was not amazing.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely something that I take into account when going to a bakery.
Yeah, you look for the
always
look for the hygiene card.
Always.
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a pie? You even had like a big, I haven't seen you binging pies in ages, actually.
I had a half a pie the other week.
Half?
Yeah. So I shared it with Neo.
Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah. So we cut
did
one
you choose to have half?
No.
What did you do with the other half?
Cut one in half. No, I haven't. I had lolly cake yesterday. I shared it up here. We had lolly cake. Hey, Kenny.
Yep.
It was amazing.
Yep.
He ate most of it. And that's probably about the biggest treat I've had. Otherwise, I've been... Oh, no, we'll be making brownies at home. I've been eating those.
There's always treats.
There's always treats.
Have kids.
There's always treats. That and oat cookies.
Oat cookies? Yum.
Yeah, so I've been banging out those. But other than that, it's been pretty good.
Pretty good, eh?
I've been having a few ciders.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, me and Carly had a few ciders up here the other night. About 3 o'clock, no one was here, so we started drinking.
Honestly, the days have been beautiful, and that's why I said yesterday, getting out and shooting some hoops, where it was like, I can't wait for daylight savings because this is what we're going to be up to. I was just smoking hot in high school.
He's actually, Paz is one of the most popular kids at school.
How is that gauged?
Well, I would say I came into Carmo High in 7th form or year 13. So I was at Auckland Grammar, and then I did my last year at Carmo. That's where I met Paz.
Yeah.
And I gauge it based off the amount of people that would gravitate towards them or ask him stuff or do things. So that for me, from an outside, I was like, oh, he's got his finger on the pulse at school. So there's like a few of them. There was Carl. I can't remember who it was. Paz. He works in one of the bars up north. He owns one of the bars. He was another one. I think there was like Olivia Archer was another one. Angela Spears, Anne-Marie Beasley. Those guys were like the size of your dick. Did Vita go there?
Yeah, she went to Carmo High as well, but she was way younger than you.
Oh, how old's Vita?
She's only like 28.
Hey, do you know my sister?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, my sister would be 20. She's 29.
Yeah, then probably.
Carmo. Zoe Dye? Vita, do you know her? She might have been a year ahead of you. Looks like me, but white. And with hair like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Buzzy.
I didn't realise that.
But whose size of your dick?
Oh, no, I think it's like, how do you know that he's popular? By the size of your dick.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Here, I'll put it up here.
Um,
Zoe
That's so buzzy if she does.
Oh, she does. Yeah, she does. Vita said yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my real sister, Vita.
Buzzy.
There you go. She used to hang out with people like I can picture their faces, but
Can't remember
their names.
Oh, okay. Totally off subject, but around that names thing. Are you good at remembering people's names?
Used to be, not anymore. I used to have a really good memory, but I don't anymore.
Just dad life got ahead of you.
Oh, I just think. I mean, I've suffered quite a lot of concussions right through my sort of 20s.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably taken a bit of a toll. I used to remember dates and times and everything, and now
But like even names, what do you do in a situation when you've forgotten their name, but you
bro.
Yeah. See, come on.
Bro, you're doing awesome. Champ, amazing effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially as a PT as well, it would be so like.
Yeah, I've had people come up to me that maybe I took in a boot camp in 2011, and they're like, "Hey, where are you going?" And I remember their face, and I am going through my mind as hard as I can to try to remember some aspect of their name. And sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. And the worst is that when you realize their name 20 minutes after they've left, you're like, that's Graham Sampson.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, well, so yeah, I do sometimes remember and sometimes I don't. And sometimes I really remember random names from people when I was like 8 years old that I've never seen, but I still always remember that name.
Buzzy.
But I couldn't tell you what they look like.
Yeah. Random. No, I know that was just what I was thinking. I was like, what do people do in those situations? Kenny, how do you feel in that situation when like you got like 2 new people in your class and you asked for their name but you forgot?
I always go to Carly. I always go over to her. She's in the class. Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. See,
I find if you say it a lot, like I find if a new member comes in and then you get their name and then you say it a lot during the class, you don't say it a lot, and then you see them again, you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I know you, and it's annoying when you get to the point where they've been there for ages.
Yes.
And then now you're just like, I should know your name, but I still don't. And I'm like,
oh, that's so like that. And see, like even for Paz, what would you do, Paz, in that situation? Try and learn kids' names each year. By the time I get and learn the next group for the next year. Wow. Paz.
Yeah, hard, man.
See, but I think for him it would be a good game because like a good hack of mine is I'll remember something about someone. So usually I'll go off like, oh, they had like a facial feature that made me remember what their name was.
Yeah.
But 150 that'll be like memory.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, it'd be tough. Yeah, it'd be tough. And if you're in that world consistently, man, I take my hat off to you, Paz. I have it way easier than you. Also, just real quickly, happy birthday to Levi.
Oh, little Jay. Our Jay's birthday. Happy birthday, brother.
He absolutely destroyed me yesterday in
Did
training.
he?
Oh, fuck. My hands are so sore because we were all training together, and I partnered with him with one of the workouts, and we were doing synchro squat snatches, and I felt so sorry for him because I'm so much taller than him.
Yeah.
So he's already at the bottom of the squat snatch when I'm actually still pulling the bar.
Yeah.
So he's got away at the bottom, and then we do the muscle ups together. So thank you for being very patient with me, mate. You were awesome.
Mean. I hope you have a good day. Yeah, good work. How old is he?
How old is Levi? 28? 27? 27, 28.
Yeah.
To be honest, he's probably 27. Must be 27 because what's Nick?
I think he's 28.
Yeah, because Nick is almost 30 and he's a year or two older, and he's
Nice.
the same as Jamie, and Jamie's 30. So
Nice.
yeah, happy birthday, brother.
Yeah,
we look forward to seeing you soon. We might make you do a shoey.
Have to. Nah. No, we need to figure out make him do like something ridiculous for his birthday. Like a handstand walk into a burpee muscle up. I don't know how you do that.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, that'd be great. But yes, I don't have our quote book. It's down in the car because I was running late, obviously.
Then have your own kids.
Then have your own kids in this. Yeah.
I picked all my kids' names.
Did you?
Yeah. We had like a list, and then I picked which one it was. I never picked the middle names. I picked and Bex picked the middle names.
Is there pressure in that?
Nah, I always pick the names based on that you don't get teased.
Why?
Well, no, because it's. I think because when I was young, I got teased. I was like, Father Abraham, many sons, blah blah blah, and then it was diarrhea.
Oh yeah.
So I was like really conscious of making sure that my kids had gangster names, and I always had this feeling of, man, here come the Dire Boys, and it's like, Neo and Soul. It's like, yeah, the gangsters. It's like
the image that comes with that. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I had in mind anyway. So yeah, I give you a quote.
Kenny
on.
Quotes. Yeah. I'll be trying to find one faster. Sorry, my quote book was in the. No, I don't want a quote book in that. Oh, there was.
Hey Vita, did you go to Carmo Primary just off chance what they do in the quote? Because if you did, you'd know my mother.
Really?
Yeah, she was the DP there, Cheryl Dyer.
Oh, here's a good one.
Go.
All right, here you go. Come over here. Come on, sit down.
Before we go, have a good day, team. Happy hump day.
Happy birthday, Levi.
Yeah, and happy birthday, Levi. Hit it.
All right, this wise man Kenny coming in. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind.
Yeah, right. That is us. Thank you. Thank you, wise Kenny. No sending good vibes for the day, team. Thanks for joining us in the morning. See you tomorrow. Bye.